Hi, I'm Ivy, the Data and Information Management Consultant from UE Bristol. I believe you have read my advice letter, and in this video, I want to highlight some principles for managing personal data and provide you some suggestions about how to update our data policies. So let's get started. For the agenda, the first minute I want to review the problem again, and the next minute we'll discuss the principles. And the following minute we'll talk about how to classify the document and control access. Last few minutes we'll talk about the priorities. So further problems. I use the risk assessment to analyze this problem. There are 4 incidents or threats. The first 2 have happened in our organization, right? And the last 2 not yet. So the first 2, they are very likely the impact is significant or critical. So the risk score is super high. For the last 2, although they haven't happened, the impact is still significant and critical. The risk score is still far beyond the acceptable level. To address these problems, I want you to become familiar with the principles under UK GDPR. The first one is the lawfulness, fairness, and transparency for our data. And the second one and the third one is to control our data collection. We only collect the data we need. We only collect the data which is necessary. And the data quality is important, so the accuracy is the next principle. And we only store the data when it's necessary. So for the integrity and the confidentiality, we need to control the access to guarantee the privacy and security. The last one is accountability, which means we need to identify who is responsible for managing the data. So to update our data policy, I really want to suggest to use the first step to update. So we need to classify all documents and control the access. I classified them into 5 types. The first type is official, means the document can be public. And the second one is to be used only internally, like the operational procedures. And the next level is official sensitive, which contain some personal information, like the consent form should be only accessed by the employee with research responsibility. Next level is the sensitive recipients only. It has more insensitive information. So the full list can be found in the Data Protection Act 2018, like the interview transcript should be only be accessed by the employee with a need-to-know basis. The highest level is sensitive and only HS model recipients only. So it has the most sensitive data, and like only the named individual can access such data. So to mitigate the issue, I listed several priorities. The first one is the information security principles. They can be very general, like the clear workstation, how to use the working email, how to set a password, and the authorized devices policy. I don't think our staff should be allowed to use their personal devices to access our data, to be honest. And for the action plans, we need to list all incidents and tell our staff who can be connected once the incident happens. And the checkpoint setting and audit procedure should take place in every stage of the data lifecycle. If you want more details, please check my implementation plan. It has lots of examples and time management and resource allocation. So thanks for your time.